First question for you. Do you know who Joe Montana is?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to know if you know who Ronnie Lott is.
Yes. Finger. Yeah. I know all about that. Raiders. Yep.
This is not giving you guys enough credit. No doubt about it. Night Train Lane.
Oh, he played for the Raiders, right? No, you play for?
He's in the mid-50s.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah.
How much you know about the UNLV offense?
I mean, as of now, we know a good bit. Started scouting them yesterday, so we're still continuing to watch film. Trying to figure out what they do and how they do it, like Coach said. So we're still scouting.
JR, we talked a bit about you guys' struggles to tackle against Stanford already on Saturday, but what after a game like that where you guys missed some crucial tackles, what do you guys do in practice to kind of work on that and get better at?
Just a bunch of tackling drills, just trying to attack, our deficiency. So, simulating different angle tackling drills, coming from different, angles, like I said. So just continuing to, practice that and just trying to get that down.
Extra time off, is that good or just gives you more time to be ticked off about what happened at Stanford?
I mean, it's kind of bittersweet, get a chance to rest and recover. Obviously, it's bad having that taste in your mouth, an L. So thinking about that for 2 weeks. But, at the same time, it gives people a chance to, recover and get back ready to go.
When you guys watch film after the Stanford game, what stuck out to you the most defensively about what you guys did well in that game that you're hoping to continue?
I just think as a defense, we played fast. For the most part, we had good communication. I think we were just able to play well as a defense, especially for the first game. A lot of times you see, a lot of things that happen that don't normally happen later on in the season. But, I think as a defense, we were able to, function well on all cylinders for the most part.
Other than tackling, which has been talked about a lot, what is one thing you want to see defense improve upon this week?
Maybe just creating more plays, trying to give our offense more chances. So, finding ways to, get the ball back for our offense.
JR, tell me a little bit about your building relationship with Travis Willock, the other safety. I know he came in a little bit late last year, injured, and then he really started to come on. Tell us about how you two are cohesively working in the back.
Oh, yeah, Travis, my boy. He's a baller. I love playing out there with him. He's real smart, knows the game. So, I think we, play off each other pretty well, and we're continuing to build our relationship on and off the field. We hang out, all the time outside of football, went to spring break together. We in there watch film together and stuff like that. So just continuing to build that relationship so we can play better on the field together.
Anything else for JR?
What did you guys do for spring break?
We went to Miami.
How was that?
It was fun. That's about all I'm going to say on that.
Hey, Joe, we talked about the 1985 Bears already. They played the Patriots in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know any Patriots players from that team. They got beat pretty bad, but they were still a pretty good team.
Yeah, I don't remember that era. As far as I'm concerned, as a guy from Boston, the NFL started in 2001 when the Patriots beat the Rams. Greatest show on turf, right? But no, I mean, I've done a little bit of homework on a few guys over the course of NFL history and watching NFL Network. They have a lot of, football life. So it's fun watching that and kind of learning the history of our game because we stand on the shoulders of the guys who, put down the groundwork for, the NFL and college football as well.
Talk about defending the challenge of defending the RPO, and you have to stay in your lane.
Yeah, as a defensive lineman, for me, the key is always going to be the same, and it's always going to look like run. So it's difficult for us to kind of be able to play the pass in an RPO scheme. The challenge really falls on the linebackers. They have to be able to change up the reads, give a clouded read to the quarterback so it's not always the same. And to be honest, I don't know too much about it because it's not my technique. But for me, I'm just playing downhill run. And if the ball carrier has it, I'm going to tackle him if he's in my gap. But if the quarterback pulls it, then I'm chasing the play because I'm playing the run on the backside. So it's difficult for us because we don't get as good as a pass rush as we'd like to, as if it was drop back pass. But you take what you can get and you try to make plays off of what they give you.
Sorry to bring it up, but the Akron game, and fans now and alums, they always say, "Ugh, these early home September games." Is it just about playing better, or is there anything you guys can do to try to avoid what happened last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's a new team this year, and I think, last year, obviously, early on, hiccups were, a part of that team. I think we've moved on, though, and I think, we know kind of the burden that comes with playing a game at home with, the students aren't on campus yet, but we're ready for this challenge. And I think after last week, to be honest, this next game is more about us than it is about the opponent. So we're focusing on how we can improve ourselves and how we can kind of go out in the field and play our best style of ball instead of worrying about kind of who's across from us. Because I think that's where you get into a trap of either overestimating or underestimating your opponent, and that's where you kind of play down or play up or not play to your expectations.
Joe, you got some younger guys that have been rotated in on the defensive line. That's not unusual, but now you got a couple guys, Leota and Trevor and even Ernest is a couple of years now. But is there more of a role for you to kind of help those guys out and kind of clue them in on what's going on, especially when things might not be going so well?
Yeah, I mean that comes with playing football, and I think as a guy who has played a lot of ball and who's learned how to take adversity and kind of face it head on instead of shying away from it, that's something that I try to instill in the younger guys. But more than that, just teaching them the technique that I've learned over the years. You only get so many hours to spend with each other, so when we're together, try to spend meaningful time. Taking guys to the side, telling them, hey, you played it this way. I might do it this way. I might do it differently. Next time you get that rep, try it out this way, see if it works for you. So just kind of like little technique and nuances that I've learned playing the game that, you only get with experience. And so I'm trying to use that, and hopefully that these guys can learn that without getting the experience, that they can become better players early on.